What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 baseball cards that went up the most over the last week. There are some new entrants onto this list, really reflecting the reactionaryism, that's probably a word, of the market. So we'll dive into that in a second. Couple reminders. If you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast, link in description. And if you want my top sports card pick of the day, join the Sports Card Society, SportsCardSociety.com. It's only like 40 cents a day, which is like, $12.99 a month or $129 a year. You get a couple free months there. There's a membership area. You log in. I put up a new video almost every day, short video, only about 5 minutes, show the card, data research, reasoning as to why, and what I plan on doing with it. A recent example is this Simone Biles card here. Me and the Society were buying it back in March for around $20 because I was like, no one's thinking about the Olympics. I think a lot of people don't even realize the Olympics are going to be happening this summer. And Simone Biles is the face of the Olympics. So now, recently, her card's going for in the 80s, even up to 90s here. And there's several versions of this card. But, so that's been a really good one. I expect that card to actually keep going up. I haven't sold any of them yet. But, check it out, SportsCardSociety.com. And also, I made some T-shirts because I feel like there just aren't much for T-shirts in the sports card industry, whatever. So I made some designs, worked with the designer. Go check it out, sportscardswag.com. T-shirts, hoodies. I'll be putting some out there. Let me know what you think. And you know what? Honestly, if you have some suggestions of like shirts you'd like to see made, like sayings you'd like to see on shirts, leave a comment. Let me know. All right, diving into the content, number 10 on the list. Of course, we're in the Market Movers tool. We went to Price Movements by Card. Market Movers is my data tool of choice, no doubt about it. Number 10 on the list is Keston Hiura. I probably said that right. 2019 Topps Update base pop count of 2437. If you're newer to this, pop count means this card in this grade. That's how many of them currently exist. 10 sales on the week, pretty low sales volume there, less than 0.5%. Up 33% though. Let's check this out. I think this one's going to be a little fishy when we dive into the data here a little bit closer. I'm thinking that it's just kind of went up and down through the week. We'll take a look-see. Yeah, so start of the week at $9, end of the week at about 8.5. Just kind of for some reason had a bump up here. Maybe he did something during the week that I missed, and it caused a little bit of a reactionary, short, temporary flux in his price. That's my guess. I would not be buying this card. I would be holding or selling this card. Not someone I really put much money in. Number 9 on the list, Yordan Alvarez, 2020 Topps Chrome, number 200 base. Pop count of 1135, 21 sales on the week. Now that is a good sales volume. That's about a 2% sales volume. Up 37%. Let's pull up his chart real quick. And by the way, seriously, if you don't have a data tool, what are you doing? Most people in sports cards have a data tool, and it just puts you so far behind not to have one. So I like Market Movers. There's one or two other options. I've used them all. This one I think is by far the best. I'll put a link in the description for this Market Movers tool and use code SOCIETY, and you'll get 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. Yordan, what's up, buddy? $35 to start the week, $57 to end the week. Had a high sale. Well, that was the high sale. Let's pull it back 90 days. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, he was up there. Whoa, buddy. He was up there around 150 at the beginning of the season. Whew. Then he came down here to this support level of $90, $95. And looks like he dropped again to 51, kind of sliding. I don't think I'd be a buy on this because of the pattern of this chart. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know how much lower. It was up here at 150. Now it's down here at like 50. Maybe it is a good time to buy because how much lower does it go? The pop count is pretty decent. 1135. That's not a real high pop count for a Topps Chrome. Yordan. Would I be a buy on this? It's almost kind of making me really think about it. I think for now I'd be a hold on Yordan. Number 8 on the list, Kyle Lewis, 2020 Topps Chrome, number 186 is base. Pop count of 1999. We're gonna party like it's 1999. Shout out Prince, you're fantastic. We miss you. Purple Rain, baby. 28 sales on the week, so over 1% sales volume, up 38%. Let's pull up the chart. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What are we working with? What you working with? Let's see here. Kyle Lewis. I live in Seattle. He's Rookie of the Year last year. He's on the Mariners, obviously. $26 to start the week. End of the week at $32. Had a high sale of $33.68. Let's pull him back 90 Dias for you Espanol speakers out there. Looks like to start the season, he was going for almost $100, and he's just been sliding ever since. But it looks like he may have hit some support here in this $25 range. It's very interesting. I mean, he's played okay. He's kind of starting to trend up. It's hard for me to... I don't know. That's a tough one because that's just so cheap. I mean, you can't get this card graded. You know, you just like... I don't know. That's tough because he's a good player. Dang it. I mean, all he has to do is go on some kind of little streak and his stuff's going to go up. If I were to buy it, though, I wouldn't buy it on eBay because of where the price point is. Because I don't want to pay for the shipping fees and taxes and stuff. I'd just go to StarStock. If you're not familiar with StarStock, I mean, come on, you gotta be on Star. There's more eyeballs on eBay, but there's less fees on StarStock, and you can buy things and flip them real quick. StarStock A is their big thing. StarStock A's, because it's like their own grade shirt. It's not in a, plastic slab or anything, but it is a card that they've looked over. And, about 90, last time I checked, they had about 1,100 StarStock A's go to PSA, and when they came back, 92% of them were PSA 9s or 10s. So StarStock A holds real weight. But the thing is, you could just buy it here, pay no sales tax, pay no shipping, have it instantly, and instantly relist it. Like I did that with a card earlier this week. So if I was going to buy Kyle Lewis, that's what, because I'm kind of a buy, but I'd be a hold or a buy. But I'd buy it on StarStock because of the price point. There was a card that I bought this week that I did exactly that. Some news came out. I bought the card at one price, instantly relisted it at a higher price, and it sold by the end of the day. And actually, that card is on this list. We'll get to it in a second. 1098, number 7 on the list. Shohei Ohtani, the man of the year. 2018 Topps Chrome, number 150. Pop count of 2731. 45 sales on the week. Very healthy sales volume, up 39%. I think he's tied for the home run lead now. Shohei Ohtani was someone I really kind of banged the table for with the society back in like February. Because all these cards are going up, and I was just like, Shohei Ohtani, he's at his bottom of his price, and he's got so much upside. People are just down on him because he's been hurt. And I'm like, well, what if he's not hurt? It's just so cheap. I remember buying a PSA 9 rookie card of him for $10. Ridiculous. Anyways, let's pull up this chart. Because Shohei, I'm still bullish on Shohei. I think he just keeps going and going and going. It's crazy. Look, 210 to start the week, 300 to end the week. Let's pull him back 90 days. 90 days ago, he was sitting around 190, went down to 158 at the start of the season, and then he's just been chugging up really ever since. Maybe right now is not the best time to buy him, getting up here to this 300, this little spike that we have going on. But nonetheless, let's pull back 180 days. This card was a lot cheaper than that. Yeah, I was going to say, because we were buying it in like February. So we were getting it for around, I know we were getting it for under $50. And I was just like, that's ridiculous. This guy has so much upside. So am I a buy on this right now? No, not at $300. I can't be a buy on it at 300. I may even be a sell because I know I've sold some of mine at 250 because I got them for under $50. Like I'm not trying to be super greedy, but I do think the card he has more upside, and we're not even to the All-Star break yet, and he's just rocking the world. So if you wanted to buy it, I wouldn't hate it. I just at 300 with this spike this week. I don't know. Actually, let's go to eBay real quick and see what they're listed for. My guess is they're probably listed for around 300. Let's look. Show 250. Maybe that's not so bad. Let's look at that chart again. 250. Yeah, if we just had one sell for 300, maybe that's not a bad deal. Because he tied the home run lead again. Last I checked. Let's wait for this to pull up here. I'm mining some crypto on my computer right now too while I'm doing this, so I think it's going a little slow. By the way, I started a crypto channel too, link for it in the description. Give it a look-see. I'm putting out a new video almost every day. So check it out. Yeah, I got a crypto channel. It's called Daily Crypto Bull. You know, I'm bullish and I just kind of BS about news and my thoughts and what I'm seeing going on. Like right now, there's some big stuff going on in Bitcoin with the miners from China all moving and being shut down and the death cross and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Anyways, back to sports cards. 300, yeah, maybe 250 is not a bad buy. I'm going to put a link in the description for that one. I'd be a buy or a hold on that card. You know, your call. 10987, number 6 on list, Shane Bieber, 2018 Topps Update. The base. Pop count of 1,500, 15 sales on the week, exactly a 1% sales volume, up 50% on the old weeksy. Let's wait for this chart to pull up. Started the week at 42, had a high sale of 82, latest sale of 75. Shane Bieber, you know he's cousins with Justin Bieber? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think so. I make that joke regularly when he's on here. I can't help it. Call me Michael Scott, whatever you want. That's what she said. I'm not a buyer of Shane Bieber. I wouldn't buy this card. I'd probably sell it actually, because it's just his pitcher, all that stuff. All right, what are we at? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 5 on the list, Andrew Vaughn, 2019 Bowman Draft. Number BDC-100 Chrome Refractor, pop count of 676. 8 sales on the week, up 53.57%. Let's chart it, baby. By the way, seriously, if you don't have a data tool, you have no idea how much you're just like screwing yourself. Get a data tool. For market movers, link in the description with the discount code. But if you have none, you got to get one. I don't care what it is, because any of them are better than none. Okay. Start of the week at 56, end of the week at 86. Let's pull back 90 days. I'm a holder or sell. Probably a sell, honestly, on that card. Next on the list, Shohei Ohtani. Again, 2018 Topps Update base. Pop count 49, 31. 23 sales on the week. Much lower sales volume than the Chrome. Up 58.5%. Let's pull up the chart. Let's see what we got going on. Shohei. He's the man. I mean, could he be MVP? I think he could be MVP. I mean, when have you ever seen someone be that productive? No one's ever been that productive. Babe Ruth. Not that I'm comparing him to Babe Ruth. I'm just saying that's the only person I can think of that is that productive. Home runs, hitting, RBIs, pitching well. Like, I've never seen anybody do that. $90 to start the week. High sale 175, latest sale 142. Let's pull it back 90 days. This is going for around $90. Went all the way down to about 75, and then he started hitting. And it's like, holy crap. This card's been fairly steady. Right now it's kind of at a higher mark, it looks like. So I'd probably rather buy the Chrome than the update, but it depends on what your budget is. I'd probably rather buy the Chrome because I just think it has more upside and there's more demand. Clearly, we saw that by the sales volume going on with the Chrome compared to the update, because the Chrome sales volume was almost 2%. 45 divided by 2731 would be about, close to 2%. 1.8%, whatever. 23 out of 5,000, that's about 0.5%. So there's obviously more demand for the Chrome, which makes sense, and a lower pop count. Next on the list, Wander Franco, Bowman, BCP-100, Chrome Prospects, pop count of 92.51. 146 sales on the week. That's a lot of sales. That's about 1.5% sales volume on a card like this, up 65%. This was the card that I bought on StarStock and flipped it the same day because I got the notification that Wander Franco was getting called up to the bigs, and I knew that was going to cause a big flux. So the second I got that notification, because it was in fairly real time, I went straight to StarStock, bought several of his rookie cards, his Bowman ones. These ones exactly, these ones, because I knew this would be the one people want the most, because this is the one you should want the most. And so I bought several, and I relisted them for about 50% higher. And they sold that day, like within a few hours. That's the beauty of being able to do that. I don't have any Wander Francos on hand, like physically, because I bought some in the off season, but I sold them because they went up like double, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just sell them. Anyways, this card started the week at 232, went up to 311. Let's pull it back 90 days. I should say it wasn't this one. It wasn't the Chrome. It was the regular Bowman. Yeah, see, he went down here a good amount, and they just shot like that. I mean, like 220, and he just shot up. Boom, boom. So he's been sliding down, but now, and he had a really good first game, too. I don't know if he's played any more games than that one. I haven't paid attention that closely, but he had I think he hit like a go-ahead or a game-winning, something like that, like home run. Something like that. Maybe it was a tying home run later in the game. It was something like that. It was like he had a really good first game. Next on the list, would I be a buy on that? No, not right now, because it just went up like crazy, and so no. Wander Franco, 2019 Bowman BP-100 paper prospects. This was the one I bought. Well, several of them. Because again, lowest price point, and I knew it would probably have the best gain because of the lowest price point, and people just kind of taking a flyer on the hype. 154 sales on the week. That's almost a 3% sales volume, up 81%. Let's chart it. It's fun when you can hit it like that, when you buy a card for... Because I just bought StarStock A's. I didn't buy the graded ones they had there. I bought StarStock A's. I bought them for... bunch of them for like $25, and I'd list them for like 30, about 35, I think. So that's not a 50% gain. My math is way off. But what is that? That's it's almost a 50% gain, I guess. About 45% gain, just in the same day. It's great. Mr. Wander Franco. This card started the week at 91, hit a high of 164. This was when the news really came out, I think, on the 20th. And, of course, he had a good game. He actually had a good game, and so it went up to this high. Now it's coming down, back down to a Hondo. Let's pull him up on eBay, because he still may be... Because if it actually is down that low, he could be a considerable... a consideration buy. Because if he keeps playing well... That's kind of a cool card. This Sterling. It's kind of cheap. PSA what? 9? I don't want 9. 150. 150. Looks like he's going for about 150. If he was going for 100, I was just like, geez, I'll buy that. But I would be a holder, a buyer. Now, depending on where you got in at. We go back 180 days on this. This card was pretty cheap. And this was someone I recommended to the society back in February, because I think we were getting him for around like $75 for a PSA 10. And I was just like, that just seems really good, because I was like, he's going to go up because he's just a highly touted prospect, and if he gets called up this year, watch out. Now again, I sold all mine by the time he got called up, which is kind of too bad, but I'm not sitting there trying to wait to time the top and all this. I'm just like, an acceptable profit, and then I move on. So he was pretty flat, really, even a little bit of a dip, and then boom, 164. So now he's going for about listed at 150. I think his real price should be priced somewhere around 100, 125. And number one on the list, Eloy Jimenez, 2019 Topps Chrome number 202 base, pop count of 25.19, 9 sales on the week. Not a whole lot of sales volume, but up 120%. So I'm interested to see what this chart looks like with such a low sales volume. It's not even 0.5%. Let's pull her on up. Eloy Jimenez. I just kind of like saying that name. Started the week at 54, and then for some reason there's some completely unnecessary outlier sale of 120. Nope, I wouldn't be buying this. Let's pull back 90 days. That's an outlier. That's not a real sale. He's been pretty flat here. I don't know if I'd be a buy on Eloy. Maybe. I think Shohei is probably about the only one I want to buy. maybe a Wander Franco, maybe if you can get it at the right price. But I think right now he's still a little too hot. I just like Shohei over the course of the season. So I'll put a link in the description for that Shohei. But that was the top 10. Really interesting. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, by the way. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. And all these things support the channel. Links for everything in the description. Sports Card Society. Market Movers Tool. Sports Card Swag, the t-shirt thing. Everything in there. StarStock, the Shohei card, all that stuff. But baseball, man, I mean, the cards, if you get, I don't know, if you get, these cards have a lot of green, and every week I see a lot of green in baseball because it's going on. So, people getting all afraid of, the sports card market, it's crashing. Well, it has crashed. But that doesn't necessarily mean when people say that, it's burning and disappearing. That's not what crash means. A crash is just a statistical happening in terms of percentage drop. Like a bear market is when, in stocks anyways, is when the stock market goes down 20% in a certain time period. I think actually at all. But this is a crash. But I think we've hit basically the bottom. I think we've kind of been there for a bit because if you guys watch these videos with me, that's why I go through this stuff all the time. Like the baseball card market's certainly not in a crash. Like there's tons of green every week because this one's in season. But basketball and football, they've kind of bottomed out. Some basketball is up, obviously, because people are in playoffs. And some is still going down because it just started going down because people were in playoffs. But most of basketball and football, from what I can tell, is kind of at its bottom. I think it's only really going up from here. I don't think there's any hurry for basketball, but man, football season is coming. Today is the 23rd of June. Preseason starts in a little over a month. Training camp starts in well less than a month. I mean, the NFL news cycle is going to start pumping. But, so me and the society, we've stocked up. I'll just say that. And I think it's still a decent time to stock up, actually. But anyways, that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Card Pack, you're awesome. Check out some of the stuff that supports the channel. Hit that sub, hit that like. Other than that, stay classy. You're awesome. I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow.